I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life on Highway 280 at Holman Floor Company with my buddy Mr. Neil Watts. Y'all been here for a while.
Yes, we have, Kenny.
We'll just start that. I want you to kind of tell folks, let's go back to where it all started from.
Where it all started.
From the man.
From the man, okay. My wife Buffy's grandfather.
Who'll be dancing here in just a little bit for us.
That's right. Dawson Holman Sr. and his wife Edith started the business well over 50 years ago in downtown, over close to the high school was the original location. Then moved out here on 280 about 40 years ago. And from that, Buffy's parents, Bubba and Nancy, owned and operated it for a number of years. And then back in 2000, Buffy and I took over. So we've been owner and operator ever since.
I just think it's such a great thing for it to be passed down the generations. I mean, I just think it's that we're in Alexander City, and it's the greatest community I know. And if you want to find out for yourself, I want you to come here because you go find people just like this. Well, Mr. Dawson, and when they first started, was it just flooring at that time?
Yes.
Putting down, okay.
Yes, it was just flooring, and quite frankly, mainly floor sanding and finishing is kind of what started him in the business. He was a loom fixer at Russell Mills.
I didn't know that.
He was, and
shot a bird or two in the time.
He did.
He loved to go bird hunting.
Yes, had some great dogs.
Yeah.
So I think he worked second shift, if I remember correctly, as a loom fixer, and part of what they did was floor refinishing out there because of the maple floors and those floors. I'm telling you, they hate to see them gone.
Yeah.
But so he learned how to sand and finish, and he decided, you know, I might do a little of that on the side. Well, doing it on the side become to a point where he had more than he could do, so he just started the business based on floor refinishing and expanded from there to doing all sorts of floor covering.
And that's something y'all since y'all been in it for 20 plus years, how it's changed as far as the floor, and you don't have any, is maple even a flooring any around?
It is. It's not a popular flooring for our area. Oak and pine.
Oak and pine
are the biggest drivers in our market for flooring, for hardwood flooring.
Right.
Yes.
Are you seeing a lot of more people taking out the carpet and putting down hardwood floor? Is that something?
Yes, absolutely. Either hardwood or some of the newer products like the luxury vinyl plank flooring. That's a hot item. It's actually taking some of the hardwood flooring business. It's taking part of that category.
Easier for y'all?
Easy to install, easy to keep up.
Okay.
Not as susceptible to damage like scratching and denting, and the good ones are waterproof. So spill some water on it, you don't have to worry about it cupping. If you have problems in your crawl space with high moisture levels, you don't have to worry about it giving problems like you do hardwood. But now, it's not real hardwood, so if you're a hardwood purist, it will not work for you.
But see, that's you just said it. That's the kind of information you'll get from Buffy and Neil when you deal with them. These are hard-working, honest people that are here for you. And of course, you know, we've seen in the last 20 plus years how things have changed. You know, with so many people moving in, and y'all been able to help so many of those folks from out of town.
From out of town, that's right.
Make them feel at home.
We do.
In their homes.
We do. We get a lot of customers with Lake Martin. We get a lot of customers from out of town that, you know, they don't know anybody here, so they have to put their trust in you to help them, you know, get the right product, get it installed. You know, a lot of times we do jobs, we've done some pretty good sized jobs, whole houses. I've never shook their hand or met them. It's been over the phone, you know, picking out materials in, say, Birmingham or Atlanta that they like. We can get it. They tell me where the key is, so I measure it, get them pricing. We get it ordered, get it installed, and they show up, and it's finished. So.
You know, to me, that's everything. I go back to when my dad was in business years ago, like Mr. Dawson.
Right.
It's that trust factor.
That's it.
Man.
Without it, you can't do it.
But that is just, number one, it's good business. But to me, I'll go back to the generations, the family that has held on to this business, that still works this business. It started way back when. With a trust with that trust.
With the trust, that's right.
And you know what, Neil, you don't do that overnight. It takes years to build that.
It does.
And I say to you and Buffy, we thank you so much for doing that. Hey, don't go anywhere. We're going to come back with more lake life with my buddy, Mr. Neil Watts, here at Holman Floor Company, Highway 280 in Alexander City. Back out here with Lake Life. I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life on Highway 280 in Alexander City at Holman Floor Company with Neil Watts. And we were talking about kind of how you got here at Holman Floor Company. But you know, you've got great products, but you know, you and Buffy both are so involved in the community. And y'all have been for years with your children. Yes. Now they're starting to move on or fixing to graduate.
Right.
But that's to me, that's still part of a business, is being involved in your community.
It is, yeah. We love helping with, well, our children, you know, are involved in sports and cheerleading at the high school, so there's always opportunities to volunteer with quarterback club and cheer mom type stuff that Buffy does, fishing tournaments, you name it. And same with our church, you know. With the kids coming up through the church, there's plenty of opportunities to be involved in the community through that, and we enjoy it and glad to do it.
I just think this is, you know, that's why we love this community, and maybe I'll go back, we said it earlier about moving to this area, moving to this community. We would want you to get involved in this community.
Absolutely.
With your church of your choice, the schools. There's so much to offer. Did we mention we got a lake around here? It's got about 700 something miles of shoreline. It's called Lake Martin. Some beautiful homes. And that's another thing that you and Buffy have seen, how it's grown over the last 20 years.
It's amazing, all these $1 million cabins, and they're beautiful. And you know, people want to be on Lake Martin. It's a great recreational lake, and just folks from out of town buying homes and remodeling them. That's where we come in, of course.
Well, what's a product? What's a real popular product that y'all have now that maybe has changed over the last several years?
Well, going back to what I mentioned earlier with that luxury vinyl plank and luxury vinyl tile, that's extremely popular now just because of its versatility. It can go anywhere, and again, it'll hold up to the elements, whereas carpet or even hardwood sometimes won't hold up to the elements. And the hardwood's still the cream of the crop for beauty and class, but the luxury vinyl plank is probably the newest innovation in the last 4 or 5 years.
You know, I think about it, I'm looking around the showroom floor in here, and it's really a nice showroom.
Well, thank you.
To where, you know, you can come in here, if you just want to just come in, you got whatever kind of job you're wanting done, you can come in here and look around. But then there's no pressure. There's no pressure. These folks want you to trade with them, but you know, if you decide to go somewhere else, they're going to always be here for you. Service, man, that's something you can't buy anymore, and that's what y'all take a lot of pride in.
We do.
In doing.
We do. We try to make it right every time, and we'll do whatever it takes to make it right.
Well, who taught you that? Your mom, your dad?
Mom, Mr. Dad, Mr. Dawson, Mr. Bubba, Dawson's son, Buffy's dad. Yeah, that just it takes everybody working together to teach you the values that it takes to be taking care of customers.
What did you learn from both of them, Mr. Dawson and from Bubba? What did you learn from them about this business that you said, man, you're right, I'm going to always do that?
Well, just be fair, be honest, take care of your customer.
Real simple.
It's real simple.
That's exactly why they've been here all these years, and they'll be here for years to come because of just that. And I know I use the word pride a lot, but you know, if you live in this community, you're going to take that because you're proud.
You're proud
of it.
Be from here and live here, absolutely.
Because when you bring your children up here, you're involved in everything that you can get involved
That's
in.
That's right, and more.
Yeah, and a whole lot more. But then you still got a business to run.
That's right.
I mean, when it's all said and done, you still got to put food on that table. You got to put clothes on those children's back, but you're still involved in the community. You can find just as much as you want to get involved in around here, or as little. Sometimes you just got to back off.
Sometimes you have to take a break.
Yeah. I want to say congratulations to all the people that have worked here, that still work here, that go out there, because You know,
without them, you can't get it done. That's right. We're thankful to have good crews.
Let me tell you something. Again, Holman Floor Company, and on Highway 280 in Alexander City, for 40 plus years in this location. The whole family has been in business about 50 years. That says so much about the Holman family, but it also says something about Mr. Neil Watts and Miss Buffy too. And I want to thank y'all for what y'all have done for this community and what you continue to do for this company and this business and this community.
Absolutely. Well, thank y'all.
Hey, I told you that Buffy'd be out here dancing. I may have lied, but you know what? I'm not lying when I tell you to come on by Holman Floor Company on Highway 280 in Alexander City. I'm Kenny Dean for Lake Life.